next area of the peg I want to talk about, and the time when you fish, is during the middle part of the match when you've had a good start or whatever, and you need to pick off odd fish when it's gone quiet around the lake. The best place that I find to do this is across. Whether it's over the same as your dobbing line or a totally different area, it's more depths that are important now. You've got two lines, 3 foot and 4 foot, because fish will sit at different depths. I'll just quickly run through the rigs. The rigs, you've got a lighter elastic, some of the dark purple elastic from Frenzy, which enables me to hook fish and not spook them, because it's so light, so soft. You hook the fish, they swim out, they hardly know they're hooked, so the next time you go in, there's a fish there waiting for you, in theory. So, dark purple elastic, soft feed pot again, down to no 16 mainline, an FM5 float again, this time in a 0.2. I've got strung bulk with number 10s and a 4-inch hook length of 010 loaded mono to an 0814 hook in a size 18. One thing to note, normally now this time of day, 2.5, 3 hours in, you need to start thinking about that last hour of maggots out the hand. So it's now, 2.5 hours in, I'll start feeding maggots on that short line. Just 2 lots of 10 out the hand, and then you can work it through. Every time you ship in or every time you come in, you can feed. What is important is you keep it nice and accurate, so you're not sending bait everywhere. The last thing I'd like to mention is I've got 3 rollers set up today, which is helpful because I've got a lot of room behind me, but it enables me when I'm fishing at distance just to ship back and save breaking down, and in effect you get less hook pulls and things like that. It just speeds it all up. Right, let's go see if we can catch one across. We'll start with the 4mm expander and a few micros, not too many, probably again 20 or so pellets. Just ship out. Hopefully this wind will play ball, which it isn't at the minute. Ship out to your mark, feed your pellets, and then lift your rig out, lower it in. Normally get quite a quick response from this if you're in the right areas. Yeah, the 2 depths I like to fish in is 4 foot, which can sometimes be at the bottom of the shelf or just as it starts to slope up, and 3 foot. When plumbing up, I try and find somewhere where the slope isn't too steep, so it allows you to put your rig on it and feed properly without your bait rolling away. There's a bite straight away. Just take your time. That light soft elastic, just guide it away. No need to rush it. Keep the ball nice and low. Like I say, you can have a really quick response from feeding pellets. Alternative, you could feed maggots over there. The only problem with that sometimes is it does encourage the fish to come off the bottom. So that's why I tend to start with pellets and keep fishing maggots to either out the hand or long in open water. There you go. That's a brilliant little start. Nice little left one. Hooked lovely just on the top lip. Lovely. And now we'll go out and do exactly the same again. So 4mm, pressure on. Just a few micros again, not too many. And then ship out again. Ship up to your mark. Repeat the process. Tap a few pellets in. Lift your rig out and lower it back in amongst the loose feed. During the middle part of the match, this can be somewhere where you may not catch, solid for 2 hours, but brilliant, there's some fish there. But you can sometimes just fill in the gaps. Whereas sometimes if you just sat either dobbing or wherever short, you may not catch that many fish. But by doing this, but making sure you're in the right depth of water is really important. One thing, that if you start foul hooking fish, there's tend of a giveaway that you're in the wrong depth. You either need to shallow up or move along. Let's take your time again. That real nice light elastic doing all the work, allowing you to just ship back nice and slow. This is brilliant if this can keep up. Once I land this fish, what I will do is I'll continue feeding that short line. That's a lovely F1. We can get it. There we go. Brilliant. That's the sort of stamp fish you want. Again, hooked perfectly. Beautiful. Like I say now, I like to feed 2 lots of 10, just out the hand, in the area where I'm going to fish later on. Let's see if we can catch another one on that pellet line. Now if this carries on, I don't see any reason to change, so while you're getting bites, you may as well carry on in the same depth of water, in the same swim, and whatever. If though your line just dies, what I would suggest is just moving along. Just move along a metre, or not even that, sometimes just a foot or so. You can bring the bites back. So we'll go again. Just ship out. That nice duck will get out of the way. And then repeat the process like we did last time. Take your pellets in. Lift your rig out and lower it back in. Nice and steady. Oh, a missed bite there. I'm gonna lower that rig in again. And there we go, just like that. Just keep going the same way now. If the fish wants to swim, let the peg let it do so. Like we say, this time of year there's no rush. A little swimmer here. Let's get your little pull back on the rollers and ship back. Back to your top kit. sometimes when you've got time, just feed that maggot line. Just take your time. Another lovely F1. Doesn't want to come in yet. There we go. Lovely. Nice stamp of fish. Again, hooked right in the top lip. Lovely fish. See if we get some more. Just feed a few maggots as well. Really important to keep feeding that maggot line. Feed twice. We've even got our little marker duck there so we know where we're feeding. And we go through it all again. Just a few micros. Just shoo these ducks out of the way for a minute. It's all about finding that right depth. Ship out to your mark. Tip the pole, put over again. Tap a few micros in. Lift the rig out and drop it back in again. Small indication then straight away. Hopefully it won't be too long before we get another bite. Just lift the rig out, put it back in again, just to make sure because it's on a bit of a slope. If sometimes it can be resting on the slope a bit too much and you've got a little bit too much line on the bottom, which can hamper that wind is horrible today. There we go again. Bring him round. As I say, if this was a match, I'd be very, very, very pleased how this is going at the minute. This is the beauty of having 3 rollers. You can just ship back to your top kit. And the fish is there straight away. A little bit smaller this time. Again, hooked perfectly, right in the top lip. This way you want them. So, again, we'll feed those maggots. And we'll go out again. Like I say, while you're getting bites and catching fish, don't see any point in changing. So, a little bit of crap on the there. And we'll go again. This is why fishing pellets at this time of year in that shallow water can be deadly. It's just all about swim management during your match, targeting the right areas, using the right bait and at the right times as well, which is really important. So likely to go on again, straight out to a mark. Tap our pellets in. We've got a gust of wind just when we don't want it, and then we'll try and lower our rigging if the wind will allow. What I will try and do is, now that I know there's fish there, I'll slowly start to reduce the feed. So rather than put 10 pellets in, like straight away, rather than put 20 pellets in, I'll get to stay down to 10, just so it creates a little bit more competition in your peg for your hook bait, and in turn gets you a quicker bite. There we go. Straight away. Just take your time. Move the ball around to your rollers and chip it back. And a nice F1. Lovely. So as you can see, fishing pellets across can be a deadly method. So, lovely F1.